So this is me showing the wonky short hop buffered momentum. And the potential fix, which involves basically inputting this inputting jump, then C-stick, letting go of C-stick, and then inputting control stick back. So the C-stick has to go back to neutral, which is somewhat difficult, but if you nudge it properly, then it's possible. So I'm using trigger jump for this to make it even feasible. Maybe claw grip might work too. Sorry for taunting excessively. Wasn't sure if I was going to add commentary. So these are some examples of retreating Bair out of short hop buffered retreating Bair out of shield, so from a standstill. That's again using that C-stick nudge during jump squat. Now I'm going to show some advancing and retreating Nairs. Those are pretty regular. With the new hold buffer, you pretty much have to release, jump, and attack immediately, and then input the control stick. So there's no overlap between the control stick input and the attack input. That's what can buffer fairs and Bairs back. Alright, so now I'm doing some dash backwards RAR fairs and Bairs. Well, I guess the fair. Because of the input, the way the hold buffer works, with the new jump squat macro, you can actually press A before jump squat and it'll still recognize it, which is kind of counterintuitive, but it works. So what I'm doing here is dashing, then using the control stick, and then inputting dashing, using the C-stick rather, to input the attack before jump squat, then jumping, and then inputting the control stick direction finally. So the control stick direction and the C-stick direction never meet each other in jump squat. It's only the control stick direction that's in jump squat, for some of them. You can still, of course, get a retreating Bair if you want by inputting the Bair during jump squat and the control stick dash after. So it's just, this is thinking about how to circumvent the shortcomings of the new hold buffer during jump squat. To do retreating Nair, for example, you would do control stick dash back, C-stick forward, and then let go, and then input jump. So here, I realized that all normals except dash attack are actually cancelable during the startup, which I think facilitates the new macro. So what I'm actually doing here is run cancel, F tilt, jump. I'm not inputting attack a second time. Yeah, so wrap your head around that for a second. So the window to cancel tilts and smashes is frames 2 and 3, and jab is frame 1. Since Shulk's F tilt doesn't slide, we can do this, which takes me a couple times to get it right, but we can basically run cancel, reverse F tilt, change the facing direction, halt the momentum, and then immediately we're at a standstill again. You can jump squat or jump cancel and fair the opposite direction, which I think could offer some new opportunities for spacing aerials out of the run. Same thing applies with run cancel, F tilt forward, jump back, immediate, advancing Bair, and yeah, there you go. So you can even actually, rather than do an F tilt, you can do a backwards tilt stick input on the same frame as the jump and be able to do that. So kind of hard to wrap your hand around, but this is why I would recommend trigger jump to do this. Oh, and just briefly showing off the new tilt dial capabilities. So in the dial, Shulk can't input anything except directions, literally except directions. So the C stick becomes a second joystick, a la B-do, A-do. It's capable of inputting one frame long directions, which is actually, it seems like it wouldn't be a good thing, but when you really special with the dial, there's a 4-frame window that you can still input directions in and choose a new art. So what I'm doing here is literally releasing special and then C-stick dialing in the frames following, and that's a way you can input an art without having to use the control stick at all. So I think that could have a lot of potential for, yeah, Shulky thing.